Welcome to the one, to the only Coda's Crib podcast.
That's right.
Almost messed it up. Coda's Crib podcast coming in hot. We got the setup. We got some tape. We got some painter's tape. All of it right in this room.
That's right.
I will be giving you monthly, daily, hourly content.
Shoot.
Who knows when?
Let's go.
Whenever the boys are here, the pod is also here. So,
All for the boys.
For the
Yeah.
boys. So yeah, I'm gonna be giving some good pod content just with the boys whenever we hear. It's gonna be called Coda's Crib. I'm gonna get me an LED sign when the budget is allowed to. So that yeah, when the sponsor funds raise a little bit. But right now I have the one, the only, to my left, you're right, the Ragin' Cajun, the Presbyterian College. He's got all the knowledge. Watch out, because he's going to knock you out. Amon Dewberry right here. That was actually a pretty sick
That's
intro.
pretty sick.
Amon Dewberry,
Woo!
one of my best
What's up,
buddies.
guys?
Yeah, that's Amon. And then to my right, your left, the one, the only, the black-haired, hardly ever impaired, worship singer, hit one dinger
Whoa, just one.
in
This is
state.
true.
He did. And the one, the only Tyler Lowe.
That's me.
He's got all the flow. Hey.
Ooh,
So
not yet. Still growing it out.
he's growing it out, but that's who I got. My buddies, my long how long have we been buddies?
Dude,
20 years?
I think I came out the womb.
Yeah,
Um
19.
You know, anyway, so that's my buddies. We're here. We're just gonna be spitting it up. You know, speaking of that, I wanna dive in on you real quick.
My ankle socks.
Oh, that
Dude,
is true.
So I've recently just been wearing some ankle socks. I've always worn long socks, and you know, I'm just like, man, my ankles, they really need to breathe. And you know, I have like really hairy ankles, and I don't know if it's because of the long socks. And so I'm just like, you know, it's about time. So I try the ankle socks, and it's pretty weird, but you know, gotta get used to it.
So are you trying? Are you trying to, like? What's the goal here? To get a little more sun on those boys? To weed out, like,
Dude,
like what?
if we're being real,
Be real.
All right.
Did the wifey
let me
say
let
something?
me heck no. Let me get something straight. So I'm like 5'7.5". I want to say 5'8", you know,
I know.
but and I'm somewhere around there. But like I've heard that when I wear ankle socks, it makes my legs look longer, so I look taller from afar. So that's what I'm going for.
So you're having short man syndrome problems.
Napoleon.
He is. He's,
Mm.
dang. See, I've noticed it a little bit just lately that you've been short tempered.
What?
Have you noticed
What?
that?
Definitely, yeah.
Come on, you never even.
I haven't seen you in a half a year, but I definitely noticed that.
No,
you're short tempers.
like we played Rocket League and got
Oh
scored
my
on
God.
once, and all of a sudden
That's not even true.
I couldn't hear anything because you smashed your computer, and I knew it had something to do with the socks, but no, I like that. See, I did the same thing, but I did it years back. My biggest thing, I hate the tan lines that socks give you. That was
Damn.
like I
Yeah.
I hated the tan line, so I was like,
I can
can't
agree.
have because when you take out the dogs at the beach and you can't have those tan lines.
Yeah.
Because the girls know you're not like beach material. If you got the tan line, you're not.
I concur.
But you got a wifey, so or you got a girl, so that doesn't that's not as applicable to where we can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, we gotta be ready for the beach girls at all times.
Yeah. So.
All right, I have a question for you guys.
All right.
A question for the gang and people back home. All right.
All right.
All right. Question of the day. What's heavier? Just think about this. Just think. What's heavier?
Where is this?
A pound of bricks, all right,
Okay.
or like a full size like Matter Baby. Have you seen those?
Matter, baby.
Like a pound of bricks or a full size like Matter Baby.
How do you spell that?
MATTERBABY.
Oh, Matter, baby.
Like a Matter Baby. Yeah, like a full size.
Oh, I just saw a picture of a strange white man on my phone when I pulled
Like a
that
full
up.
size Matter Baby. Like
you sure that's what they're called?
I'm gonna say a pound of bricks.
Yeah.
How?
Well, the joke is supposed to say, "What's the matter, baby?"
Oh.
You guys got so bad. What's that? What's that?
No, you know what? We knew
Wait,
the
did
joke.
we not say?
So
Oh,
we were playing you,
I
bro.
did you know the joke?
No, not at all.
I,
Exactly. I'm here. Matter, baby. What
I,
is
I
this?
was like, what's the matter, baby?
Yeah, you said, "What's that?" Man, dude, you almost had it. You almost said it. Yeah.
Hey, we ruined that. It's all right. Anyway, so we got sock transformation. Yeah. Anyways, I want to talk about Amon.
Yes.
How do you feel when you hit a dinger?
Mm.
Because
I
this
wanna
is
hear this.
he plays baseball at Presbyterian College. If you want to give an NIL deal, I will gladly be his accountant and take 57% of it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, but when you hit a dinger, what goes through your mind?
I really just think I'm the best player ever to exist. You know.
All right.
Have you had an epic bat toss celebration?
I have not. I keep it classy. You know what I mean? I just hit the ball, run out of the box fast as I can, and then I look at it. I'm like, oh, that ball's over the wall. Let's go.
Now, when you hit it though, and you know it's gone without a shadow of doubt, do you really hustle out of that box?
I mean, a little jog is necessary, but like sometimes you just gotta watch it fly, which
Okay.
is
You gotta take it in the moment.
exactly.
Okay. And then that being said, I want to go back to a time in my life where we were getting shellacked by Calvary
Spell
Christian.
that, please.
SCHLACKED. Shellacked. And there's really no glimpse of hope. We saw the boys were like 6'7", 380 pounds, pure juice in their veins. And I said,
Yes.
no. I literally called my mom as a senior in high school and said no. Our coach, aka my father, tried to give us the David and Goliath talk. It's a good one until it's not, and it wasn't anymore at that point. Really second inning in, probably top of second.
And to add
we
on top
knew.
of that, I just got beamed.
He did get beamed.
Back of the head.
Anyways, there was no glimpse of hope. But you know what? Just made my whole world is we're down probably 37 to nothing.
Yeah, we're
And
shut out. Definitely.
It's a shutout. But you know what? My boy Tyler, he doesn't give up. And you know what? He told the pitcher. He basically just went up to the plate, did a good old shuffle, and he hit a dinger.
I did.
And how did you feel when you hit that?
Man, I'm just like, I don't think I've prayed for something so much in my whole life. And I just like, as soon as I hit it, I'm like, dang, I barely even like had to swing. Everything just felt perfect. And I just hit it. And my dad's sitting over at first base, you know, he's the first base coach, and he's sitting there yelling at the other dugout, other team, like getting them in. And then my dad sees the very glimpse of it, and he's like, quits yelling at him, and then starts, whoa, let's go, jumping around. And then I'm just sitting there like, dang, that really happened. And then I get back to home plate, and I'm like, something went through my mind. And in the beginning of the season, I was pitching. We were going against Lafayette. And I'm pitching. Some guy hits a absolute bomb. Gone. All right, gone. I'm pitching. I'm like, dang, he just hit a monstrous ball out of the stadium, and I was pitching. And I'm like, you know, it's okay. I just heard that was his first home run. It's okay. And then later that season, I get repaid and I hit a home run. End of story.
Thanks. So he's him. Yeah, I don't know.
I remember. So after he hit the home run, I remember being down 14-1. I have a headache at this point. I've been hit in the back of the head, and the coach of our team is like yelling at us for him hitting a home run. He's like, "Look, it's not that hard." I'm like,
Really? I don't remember that.
"It's baseball." Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
You know what?
You remember that?
One of my biggest beefs with coaches in general, I will say, now that you say that, one of my biggest beefs is that, like, a lot of times during games and stuff, coaches yell at, like, everybody but the person that, like, it's applicable to. Because, like, baseball, take for example, someone does a stupid base running error, like, something happens. They dive back, they go and get picked off or whatever.
Don't tag.
Or they almost get picked off, but they make it. Like, the coach is so mad but he yells at everybody in the dugout for what happened when it's like, I was just watching the game. I was like throwing freaking seeds up my boy Timmy's nostril, like while that happened. I had nothing to do with that. No, that's honestly like, and that's
I
just
can see that.
That's like one of my beefs where it's like, you can take it as a lesson, but and then the person will come back in and you won't say a word to him. You'll just be like, you did it,
Exactly.
and it's like, nah, fam, he did that.
Yeah.
I had a freaking dill pickle seed up my boy Timmy's nostril. I was doing something extra, but anyways, that's one of my beefs.
I didn't know that he was yelling at y'all. Well, when I was going around the
we
bases.
were around and he was like, "Come on, guys, let's go. It's not that hard." I'm just like, dude,
As it's
I want to go
15-1.
home.
Look, that first pitcher, he came out throwing like 93, and I was like,
Yes,
no.
that one dude with
Yeah.
the young Harris. Yeah.
No, once you hit 90s, I'm like, got it. So, anyways.
No, the studio's
Oh,
slowly
God,
falling
it's so
apart.
bad.
The studio's
Oh,
slowly.
no.
falling apart.
Hey, is that it? That's not bad.
That's pretty sick. We got it going too.
I didn't notice. I was just doing my thing. I will say that's the one thing that I taped.
Hey, this fell too.
Yeah, this felt like right.
Oh.
Yeah, we were talking. It like
Oh,
fell.
So you can see
snap.
a little bit in the corner.
I love it.
Is that it?
Ooh woo.
I think
Oh.
we're chilling.
10 minutes.
Yes, we're chilling.
That's great.
Yeah. I mean,
Are we still going? Or?
yeah. No,
Bloopers will be next.
we're chilling. It's just it happens. I can cut it out. Act like nothing happened, or we can just add it to it. It's great.
Ooh woo.
That rest of that's definitely falling down at some
Definitely is.
point. Anyways, so
When this fell, me and Emma looked at each other. And we're like,
Well,
well, I was like, is it something I said? I mean, I don't
No.
know. Anyways, no. So that something happened to me yesterday. It was
Let's hear it.
traumatic.
let's hear it.
I want to hear y'all's opinions. So I went to my eye doctor, my ophthalmologist is what they call him. So I went to my ophthalmologist, and I was in the checkout or the waiting area. There's like 3 people. It was like me, this one like country Yibo, and then this like 67-year-old man who was wearing like skinny jeans, like bedazzled skinny jeans,
Love those.
and just did not give one worry about life, which leads into, and then one other person, I forget who it was. Oh, it was some grandma who took the fattest loogie. Listen,
Like a weird back.
okay, actually, yeah. Like one that you would joke about, like on a video game. Like, it wasn't a joke. Let me get anyways, so this is my scenery. I have those people with me, and I waited like an hour in the freaking checkout or waiting area. Anyways, so you had her, but before I get to Loogie grandma, this man was playing videos at the top of the freaking sound the whole time. And then, so he'd play videos, like, whatever. He's playing his videos. I heard everything that was going on. But then he had one that kept playing, like, played probably 5 times. And the start of it, so it would, like, start off loud, and then he'd, like, turn the volume down. But the start of it every time was, "Hey, Moto Moto." I kid you not. I kid you not. That was the start of it every time. And and then like, so it'd be like, "Hey, Moto Moto," and then you hear like music, and then he'd like turn it down. But it happened 5 different times. Why wouldn't you just keep your volume down? Is my question. But he wanted us all to know that he was Moto Moto. Anyways, I just wanted to share that.
He didn't know what was going on.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, he's sitting there fighting for his life. You know, can't see nothing. And then his phone is, "Hey, Moto Moto." He probably just needs some encouragement, you know?
Well, yeah, I was thinking about maybe saying a prayer for him, but I don't know. I figured Moto's got him.
Yeah.
Whoever Moto. Anyways, so that was one. And then, like, 10 minutes later, he left, finally, got his appointment, whatever. Then the grandma, she figured, oh, it's
Are
my
they related?
No.
Mm.
She said, oh, it's my time to shine. And just out of nowhere, just on her phone, doing her thing, like the grandma scroll. And then go. And then it's not over. Did the sound effect.
She tastes it, bro. She's like, "That's some good sodium right there."
She
Like, what do you
tastes-
mean?
Like verbally, like for all of
Oh
us to
my
hear how
gosh.
good the loogie was. I said, no, that's not it. And I said, get me out of here. And then, like, right after that, they called me and they said, Mr. Boeckman. I said, it's Beckman. But, yeah, that was ridiculous. That was my time yesterday waiting for my eye appointment. Anyways,
Man.
what's a guilty pleasure y'all have? That was a good, what do you call it? What's a good guilty pleasure y'all have?
I like really, really corny reality TV series. The cornier, the better.
Hey, no cap. That's what mine was gonna be.
Too hot to handle.
Wait.
It's absolute terrible television,
Dude,
but I can't stop watching.
it is trash TV, but it's so good.
Exactly.
Dude, too hot to handle. I like Love Island's actually.
Yeah, I've
pretty
heard
good.
good things about that.
Dude, Love Island. Big Brother. Really anything like the blind dating one that's on Netflix.
Yeah, Love is Blind.
Love is Blind.
Yeah.
They have the one where like their exes come back. There's a lot of ones that are good. The Love is Blind is hilarious. The one dude was just like, while his Love is Blind. The whole point is like, doesn't matter what they look like. It's just vibes. And he goes, he goes, do you like running or whatever? Like, I think it was like amusement parks or whatever. And then he was like, would I be able to pick you up at an amusement park or whatever? And it was like, she was like, oh gosh. Anyways, it's a good question.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's a guilty pleasure
I've never
that
seen that.
you have? Do you have a guilty pleasure, Tyler?
I mean, a pleasure that's guilty.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, something that's probably not viewed highly upon in society, but you do it and you enjoy it despite the criticism.
Would taking your time in the bathroom be one?
Oh.
Because like like you like feel that coffee coming and like that Mexican,
yeah.
and then like you get in the bathroom, it's like that's like your time.
Yes.
And so like you get in and you just want a peaceful like your own time, and so it's been like 10 minutes and you're sitting there playing zombie catchers on your phone or something and watching YouTube, TikTok, and then you have your mom or your brother or a girlfriend just do, bro, hurry up, and it's just like, bro, this is like my time. Like, I mean, I don't know, and then I just get like, why are you doing this?
Look,
I don't know if that goes along with it.
no, I mean,
Yeah.
I can respect that. My thing, I remember there's two things whenever I travel or in a group, and like if you've been to Hilton Head, you know this. There's two things I say. I say when I get in the room and
Pull up your skirt.
like I remember with Amon. I think we roomed up one year. I think did we
Maybe.
room one year together. I forget if you.
Yeah.
Maybe we did. Whatever it was, whoever was in there, I said, look, I have two rules. I said one of them, don't mess with me when I sleep. Like if I decided that it's time for me to go to sleep, don't mess with me. All right, don't mess with me. And also when I'm in the bathroom, don't mess with me. Do not those two times. You can do whatever you want. If I'm on the balcony just chilling, like reading just a journal, you can come out there, pants me, hang me by my freaking shirt out there, and throw some powder paint on me. I don't care. But if I'm in the bathroom and I even hear like one thing going on, I am going to be irate. Because it's like, why do you want to see me at my worst,
Yeah.
And just give me my time. So I lay those two ground rules out. And that being said, I respect other people. I don't mess with people when they sleep or when they go to the bathroom because I don't want them to do that to me either. So I think that's a respectable thing to do.
Says the one that like I have picture proof. I'm sitting there asleep. I go to his room. This is his senior year. I go to his room, and I'm asleep. I fell asleep on his bed. I guess it was his bed. He goes over there, stands over me, and takes a picture on my phone of him standing over me, and then gets close to my face. Another picture, his butt right over me. Takes a picture.
But did you wake up?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So
okay.
was-
I see what you mean.
But I respected. Well, I disrespected you while respecting you. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Like at least I didn't wake you up. That was a respectable way to go about it.
Yes, it
So
was.
That's my two things that I just can't stand. That being said, this last weekend, perfect example. You would hate this. You know Roger Noggle. You know Roger.
I do know Roger.
Roger is a man of no boundaries. Let's put it that way. So we traveled to Cherokee this weekend. We wake up, we had a tea time at 7:30. It's an hour and 15 away, so we left at 6 o'clock. Leave at 6 o'clock. Caleb, his brother, we stayed at his house. This man whipped up the most juiciest, greasiest breakfast you've ever seen in your life. I don't know what it was, but I was just chowing down at like 5:45, not thinking, just chowing down. It was like ground beef. I think it was just straight ground beef. Didn't have any seasoning, nothing. Just ground beef, egg, like in a bread, and some chicken. I don't know. Let me tell you, I get 45 minutes into this ride, and I got to go. All right, and I'm not.
It's brewing.
It's brewing, and so I had to go, and I make everybody like clear, like, hey, I gotta go. As soon as we get there, I gotta go. So we get to the golf course at like 7:15. Guess what? We get there, and the gosh darn dude working there, he's just like the caddy guy or whatever, is like, oh yeah, it's closed for another like 30 minutes. And we're like, our tee time's in 15. What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, they don't sometimes get here till a little after and whatnot. I'm like, dude, your boy's about to blow. I'm about to Johnny Rocket this joker. What are we doing? And so thank goodness, like 10 minutes goes by and the like cashier lady gets in there. She gets in there doing her thing. I go to the bathroom. Roger had the same idea. He knew I gotta go. Comes in there. Now, I will say, granted, there was only one toilet. There was one toilet. So that kind of stunk. Like it was like there was like
Literally stunk.
a urinal and a toilet. Like there's only one at this like big old golf course. So I will say that's bad. That's bad UI on their part. But guess what? I go in there. He knows I do. I go in. He comes in right after me, and the door is like it's like the door that has like slots in it. Like it's little slots like angled down.
Yeah.
And this man, the whole time, like I'm in there like 10 minutes just giving my heart and soul. And he's right outside of the door talking to me. Like, hey, yeah, through the door. Like, literally, like if it was a fan, it would have been like, what is up? He's just, like, sitting there, like, talking through it right there. And because he don't care. Like, you could do it to him. He does not care. I need my privacy. I was, like, actually mad. I was like, get out of here. What are you doing? And he just sat there still talking. And he's, like, bringing up life topics like, dude, yeah, so how you feeling, man? What's going on? And all this stuff. And I'm like, no. I don't know. That bugs me.
The pocket.
Oh, gosh. Ah! So, Mon, tell me a little bit about you. What's been your key to your journey?
My success
Yeah.
in life? First of all, the Lord.
Amen.
Second of all, TikTok. You know what I mean? Big part of my life. Just watching it constantly.
I'm like, which part?
Third of all, probably Gal Gadot. Wonder Woman. Shout out to you if you're ever in the Metro Atlanta area.
You know she's married with like 4 kids.
I redact that statement.
Wait, no, you want to marry a married woman.
No, I just want to talk to you briefly. If you're ever in the Metro Atlanta area, I'd love to have a cup of coffee. Even though I don't like coffee, we can just chat. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, that's the
it.
only.
That's it. Oh,
wait, how did I keep? Okay, I like that. How do you get veins? We were walking around and multiple people mentioned your veins and how great it looks. Why do? Okay, first tell me how you get them.
genetics.
Oh, just
7th grade, I didn't lift one weight. I had veins. My dad has veins. Grandpa got them too. Dewberry Bloodline is on top.
Can't argue with that one.
see, he likes. Wait. So all right. Well, like muffins and berry. I don't know. I was gonna make something.
What?
Anyways, why are veins so attractive? Let's get to the bottom of it.
Well, that's what we
So-
think, but I
see-
think dad bods have been,
Have they been
carrying
skyrocketing?
up. Yeah.
Have they?
I mean, it's okay to have a little bit of jiggle.
Do you think so?
I mean, yeah. That's what these ladies have been saying.
I just think that like women are naturally like mosquitoes because they're so annoying. So like they see your veins and they want to get at them because they're annoying, like mosquitoes.
Did you hear that somewhere?
No, I just made that up on
That's
the spot.
actually pretty like.
Great
I mean,
analogy.
that's. I would say that at least you can like take. I see where you went and how you got there. I like that. That's at least a reasonable explanation.
Right off the dome.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's pretty good.
Thank you.
I will say. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know that, but that sounds adequate. I don't know. I think, but like, if you saw a veiny girl, what does that do to you?
Absolutely nothing. Kind of weirds me out.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're like more cut than me, dude, and like bigger than me, dude, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I will never forget the one time that Hunter Payne predicted the girl on the mound was a girl. Do you remember that?
What?
When was
What
this?
year is this?
Whenever we played, I forget, it was a JV game. Like, we weren't playing. It was JV. But the other team, I think it might have even been like Clark Central or something.
Oh, dude, they were terrible.
They were terrible. But they had, so the person pitching, we were like, oh, it's a guy. Like, we weren't in the game. We were just watching, whatever, like, this guy. And Hunter Payne goes, no, that's a woman. And we were like, wait, what? Because we like, looked like a dude, all that good stuff. He's like, no, that's a woman.
What year is this?
This was probably his senior year or so. So I don't know if y'all were playing or not. Maybe not.
Probably.
I don't know.
In the game.
Anyways, they were awful. They were getting killed. The person pitching, we were like, dude, this guy, I mean, not the best, whatever. And Hunter Payne goes, no, that's a girl. And we were like, what? We're like, what do you mean it's a girl? He said, no. He said, look at those hips. He said, those are birthing hips. I said, literally, that's what he goes, look at those hips. And then we're like, all right. He's like, those are birthing hips. Those are not a guy's hips. And we're like, no way. Like, no indication of a girl other than that. Then sure enough, after the game, like, we were debating the whole time. After the game, we go through, shake the other team's hand. I'm not gonna say that. Hunter shaking hands, doing his thing. And then after the game, the coach said something about like the girl being on the mound. Like, yeah, she said blah blah blah, and we were like, no shot. But like, looked like a dude, like, did not have long hair, like, and we're like, oh my gosh, if there's one thing Hunter knows, it's his freaking birthing hips. I'll say that. It's his birthing hips. I mean, I'll give him that, but that was wild.
You want to tell the story about Hunter diving straight into the fireplace? Was it the fireplace with a VR headset?
Oh,
were you there?
No, I heard about this.
Dude, that was the greatest thing ever. You just see a man that was like, he was sent from like God to do some great work. That's what I would say. He just was like Paul with a little extra of that Holy Spirit. And he was like, you see him playing his game where he's like slicing people's heads off and doing his thing, a VR game, doing his thing, and then he just freezes. And he got that. I couldn't see his eyes because it'd be the eyes that would really tell, but his body language just said it all. And he said, he was like positioned like this. And basically he was just saying, whoever's behind me, they better hope that their mama's around or some nurse, because I'm about to mess them up. And you just see him slowly, like a lion stalking its prey, slowly turn around straight towards the fireplace. Straight towards it. He is looking at the fireplace and then just makes a V line. I don't know what the man's thinking. Makes a V line, runs as fast as he can towards the fireplace. Bam. Smacks that with his whole being and just like drops and is like cut and just like, oh God, ow, help, oh God. And like, it was the funniest crap I've ever seen. I don't know. That was so funny. I was dying laughing because I was like, there's no way. He full out sprinted because he was like probably 10 feet away from it and just goes. I don't know.
What a time.
That was great. But anyways, so do you like veins in a girl?
We go back to this.
We didn't get your.
I mean, I think I would probably agree,
You agree with
them
him?
all. Yeah.
I like forehead veins.
I mean, it's like when they're really
Like when they're
trying.
really mad. When they're really
when they're
mad. Like
trying.
when
Oh,
they
okay.
get so mad that like they start to pop. Not like that you're just looking at them and it's like veiny because it's like, girl, you from outer space, girl.
Yeah, Megamind.
But yeah, like Megamind. But like, cause that way you know when they're mad and like when you're getting on their nerves and if you need to like chill out or not. Sometimes you don't know.
It's a good like indicator when she's actually pissed off or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once that vein pops out, you know. All right. Hey, I'm gonna go with my side, Teresa.
That's the one you picked.
I don't know, man. Anyways, dang, we're 32 minutes.
That's great.
That's crazy. Well, does anybody else have anything else they want to add to the first pod? This is the first honorary pod. First pod.
Gal Gadot, if you're ever in the area, please hit my line.
What is it about her?
Dude, I'm just in the tall brunette foreign chicks. Like her, Dua Lipa.
Okay.
I get behind that. Like Ana de Armas, she's not foreign. I mean, she's not tall,
Okay.
but she's hot.
What about Zendaya?
Zendaya, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not a high person on Zendaya. Like she's bad, but she's like not my cup of tea.
That's all right. Part of it's just knowing what you want and don't.
This is true.
I think we just killed it. So this is episode 1, season 1, year 1, pilot season of Coda's Crib. Come back every so often that we post. Until then.
One thing. It's all right. You can do the outro after this. I probably won't be back on this podcast like for a very, very long time. So goodbye, guys.
That was good. That was needed.
Yeah.
I'll probably be back.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Whoa.
My bad.
Sadly.
My bad. I'm just kidding.
All right, let's do our send off. Put y'all's hands on my leg.
No. Wait. I actually
What?
just I was at a Bible study the other day, and they did this cool like little handshake. Like so, point in like this,
Do I?
and then point. Hold on, we gotta get like tip, and then on count of 3 we go like in there like that. Yeah.
Hey, okay.
All right.
Ready? All right, Coda's Crib out.
All
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Snap.